What if I told you that the third best player on the Knicks isn't the guy that they took number 3 overall back in 2019, but the guy that they took a year later late in the first round? And of course I'm talking about Immanuel Quickley. Now at face value, RJ Barrett may appear like the better player to some. After all, he has a much higher scoring average. He's averaging 20 points per game compared to Immanuel Quickley's 14 points per game. But Immanuel Quickley is a lot more efficient than RJ, and on the other end of the ball, Immanuel Quickley has become one of the Knicks' top defenders, while RJ has been playing defense like his feet have been stuck in quicksand this season. Immanuel Quickley also has the highest plus minus on the team. He's been one of the best 6 men in the league all season, but when he's gotten the opportunity to start, he's dominated, averaging 21 points and 5 assists per game this year as a starter. So I think it's clear that Immanuel Quickley is the better player than RJ Barrett, and considering that 78% of you guys that voted on this poll on my channel said that IQ was the better player, I think we're all on the same page. And honestly, I think RJ gets to take as many shots as he does because of his high draft position and also because the front office gave him a big extension. On a contending team, RJ would probably be an off-the-bench scorer, but the Knicks just have way too much invested in him to bench him. If Immanuel Quickley was given the green light like RJ is, he would probably average just as many points, but on a lot better efficiency and of course with much better two-way play. And I gotta say, he's proven me wrong because I didn't think Immanuel Quickley was good enough to be a starting point guard coming into this season. Last year, IQ was wildly inefficient for most of the year, but he did close the year strong with averages of 16 points and 5 assists per game post All-Star break. Now, many Knicks fans were using that small sample size of games as evidence to make him the starting point guard coming into this year. And me personally, I didn't buy it because I've always taken April games with a grain of salt. Too many teams just mail it in at the end of the regular season. I still remember Mario Hezonja looking like the second coming of Luka in a few April games, and now he's out the league. So I was very supportive of the Jalen Brunson signing over the summer because I knew the Knicks needed a starting point guard, and I thought Immanuel Quickley's ideal role was as a 6-man. And while he's thrived as a 6-man this year, he's proven that he's capable of a lot more, and you gotta start to wonder, as the title of the video suggests, if Immanuel Quickley is a future all-star, because these all-star performances that he's doing are becoming a lot more frequent. And the way IQ is playing this year, it really goes to show how much young players can improve when they put that work in. Last year, Immanuel Quickley was mostly just 3-pointers and floaters in terms of his scoring, but now he's completely expanded his offensive game. Immanuel Quickley lives up to his name because he's definitely quick and he's got a nice handle, so he's getting in the paint at will now. And it's not just floaters. His float game is still cash, but now he's getting all the way to the rack and he's finishing. And his 3-point shooting has improved. He not only can create his own shot off the bounce from 3, but he's also doing it from mid-range, and he also gets to the free throw line a lot. You can tell he's been watching that Trae Young footage because he uses those same tactics to draw fouls on his drives, and he's shooting over 80% at the free throw line. He's become a very good offensive player while also remaining a menace on the defensive end, both as a lockdown man-to-man defender, but also as an off-ball defender that gets a lot of steals and deflections. And at just 23 years old, he's likely only scratching the surface of his potential. But unfortunately, I'm not sure he'll ever reach that full potential on the Knicks because he likely never starts over Jalen Brunson, who's become an all-star level point guard. And I'm pretty sure Thibodeau likes Quentin Grimes in the starting lineup over Immanuel Quickley because not only is Grimes the better, more versatile defender, but he's also a better fit with the rest of the starters because he's a low usage guy. So he may not ever reach that full potential and become the all-star, but I think Immanuel Quickley could be a player like Lou Williams that's constantly in the 6th Man of the Year award conversation because of what he brings off the bench on a nightly basis. Or who knows? The way Immanuel Quickley is playing this year, it's also very possible that other teams recognize his value and he becomes the centerpiece for the Knicks to land a 3rd all-star player for them to become contenders. But that's going to be it for me, and now I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of Immanuel Quickley and how he's played this year? Do you think that he'll eventually get traded? Let me know in the comments. Guys like the Knicks, I'm also trying to achieve greatness. I'm trying to get to 15K subs before June. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more dope content just like it, drop a like on the video and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.